If you're someone who gives too much, cares too deeply, and trusts too easily, this story is for you. If you've ever been surrounded by people yet felt completely alone, this story will touch your heart. And if you're tired of fake friendships draining your energy, this story will help you walk away with strength. Once upon a time, in a small American town on the edge of Seattle, lived a young man named Ethan Miller. A quiet, hard-working boy who believed deeply in loyalty, honesty, and the kind of friendships that last forever. He was the type of person who would stay up all night helping a friend finish a school project, lend his last dollar without thinking twice, and defend people who wouldn't even bother speaking up for themselves. Ethan saw the world with hope, and he assumed others did too. But life has a way of teaching lessons through pain. During high school and even after graduation, Ethan surrounded himself with a group he believed were his closest friends, Ryan, Marcus, and Jake. They laughed together, played basketball together, hung out every weekend, and took pictures that looked perfect on Instagram. From the outside, they seemed inseparable, but behind the smiling photos and planned hangouts, something darker grew. Slowly, silently, and painfully. Ethan didn't notice how they made fun of him when he wasn't around, used him when they needed something, and ignored him when he needed emotional support. Because when someone has a pure heart, they assume everyone else does too. Little did Ethan know that his biggest lesson in life was waiting just a few months away. Ethan had big dreams. Dreams of becoming a software engineer and starting his own tech company. While his friends spent evenings partying or wasting time on meaningless things, Ethan spent nights studying, building small apps, and working part-time at a local electronics store to save money. But instead of cheering for him, his friends mocked him. "Bro, why do you study so much? Live a little," Marcus would say while laughing. "You take life too seriously," Jake would add. And Ryan, he would pretend to support Ethan in front of him, but talk badly behind his back, calling him boring and acting as if Ethan was no fun. Ethan ignored the comments, thinking friends were supposed to joke. But deep inside, he felt something was off, something he didn't want to admit. The more Ethan elevated himself, the more they tried to pull him down. The more he succeeded, the more insecure they became. They didn't want him to grow. They wanted him to stay at their level. But Ethan believed so deeply in the idea of friendship that he kept giving them chances, ignoring their selfishness, and hoping they would eventually appreciate him. But fake friends never appreciate you. They only tolerate you as long as you benefit them. One evening, everything changed. Ethan created a small app designed to help college students manage their schedules. He showed it to his friends with excitement, expecting support. But instead, they laughed. "Bro, who will even use this?" Jake said as he scrolled through his phone, not even looking at Ethan properly. "You're wasting your youth, man," Marcus added. Ryan smirked and said, "You'll never be successful if you keep building useless apps." Their words hit Ethan harder than they realized. That night, he went home with a heavy heart. He sat alone in his room, staring at his laptop, wondering if maybe they were right. But suddenly, he remembered something his late grandmother always told him. "People who don't believe in themselves will never believe in you." Those words awakened something inside him, something brave. He realized he had been shrinking, dimming his light to keep others comfortable. He realized he had been surrounded by people who never clapped for him, not even once. And in that quiet night, tears in his eyes, Ethan whispered to himself, "A real friend would be proud of me, not ashamed." If this story is touching your heart, make sure to subscribe to English Story Academy for more life-changing stories. The next morning, Ethan made a decision, one that would change his life forever. He stopped calling them. He stopped texting them. He stopped showing up for people who never showed up for him. For weeks, they didn't even notice his absence. No one asked if he was okay. No one checked on him. And that silence told Ethan everything he needed to know. In that quiet isolation, Ethan worked harder than ever. He improved his app, learned marketing, and uploaded it to an online marketplace. At first, nothing happened. But one day, a college in Chicago discovered his app and loved it. Then another campus picked it up. Then a startup investor emailed him about expanding it. Slowly, what was once mocked became a real opportunity.
Just grew.
Ethan wasn't just growing, he was transforming. Meanwhile, his old group continued their same routine. Parties, gossip, meaningless hangouts, never growing, never evolving, never changing. And life, as it always does, kept moving with or without them. Months passed, and Ethan's app became surprisingly popular across multiple universities. His story reached local newspapers, and soon he was invited for an interview at a national tech conference. When his old friends saw his success online, suddenly their attitudes changed. Ryan sent a message saying, "Bro, proud of you." Marcus commented, "That's my boy." Jake even posted old pictures, pretending they were still close. Fake friends always return, not because they care, but because they notice you're doing well without them. But Ethan wasn't the same boy
This is
anymore.
truly groundbreaking.
He had learned who he was
The
without
interface
them.
is incredibly
He had
intuitive.
learned his worth, his strength,
I was
and his
told my
inner
dream was
power.
impossible.
One day,
But the
when they
truth
invited
is,
him to
our
hang out
greatest
again,
innovations
Ethan
often
met
come
them,
from our
but
deepest
not
struggle.
to reconnect. He met them to end things with respect. "I'm not angry," he said calmly. "I just grew."
That's a
And
really
you didn't.
strong start on the design.
Those were the last words
Keep
he ever
exploring
spoke
the
to them.
possibilities.
He
And
walked
don't be
away
afraid to
peacefully
experiment.
with a calm smile,
You're
the
doing
kind of
really
smile
well.
that comes from finally choosing
Try adjusting
yourself.
the color palette. I truly
Years
believe
later,
in the vision
Ethan
we're
became the
creating.
founder of a
And I'm
successful
proud to be
tech
dreaming
company,
alongside all of
employing
you.
dozens of young
incredible
dreamers just
ideas.
like him. He built a team of genuine people who believed in each other, supported each other, and celebrated each other's success. Looking back, Ethan realized that walking away from fake friends wasn't a loss, it was liberation. Because sometimes life
fear
doesn't
losing
take people
people.
away from you. Life removes them because you're
losing
better
yourself.
without them. Every downfall they caused, every insult they made, every moment they made him feel small, became the fuel that built him into the man he was destined to be. And in the end, Ethan learned the greatest lesson of all. Real friends don't just walk into your life, they walk in when others walk out. And as he stood on a stage one day addressing thousands of young minds, he said, "Never fear losing people. Fear losing yourself while trying to keep the wrong ones. Fake friends drain you, real friends grow with you. When you walk away from the wrong people, the right people finally arrive." If this story touched your heart, subscribe to English Story Academy for more emotional and powerful life stories.